Well, good evening, everybody. This is WBKB Meteorologist Ryan Crump. I hope you all having a good evening so far. Hope you staying dry and enjoying the mild temperatures that we're having in our area right now. So that's going to continue for the next few days before changes are going to be on the way. But before we get to our forecast, we're going to talk about the tropics a little bit. We're going to talk about Hurricane Otis. Now, Hurricane Otis is pretty much blossomed in the last couple of days, and it was just a tropical storm just a couple of days ago, and now it's a Category 3 hurricane. We got wind speeds at 125 miles an hour. Pressure is at 960 millibars. It's moving at the north-northwest at 7 miles an hour. So again, Mexico is under the gun again, like Acapulco. They got hit by a tropical storm earlier, a tropical storm Max earlier. Now they're getting hit by Otis, Hurricane Otis, and it's going to continue to move well into Mexico. So again, if you're in these areas, you may want to be even the Gulf could be under the gun of seeing some of these showers from this too. So again, if you're under these areas, make sure that you are going to have that plan, that emergency kit plan handy for you all, because you certainly will need it as we go through the next couple of days. So hurricane watches and hurricane warnings are out for these areas. And of course, we also talk about Tammy, Hurricane Tammy. Hurricane Tammy has wind speeds at 75 miles an hour, so it's pretty much a minimum for a hurricane. Pressures at 987 millibars, northeast winds, northeast at 8 miles an hour, not northeast winds, but it's planning on moving northeast. Then it's going to make a trajectory to turn back to the west, and Bermuda is under the gun for this storm here. So again, it just swiped the parts of the Caribbean and Virgin Islands, and then now it's moving its way to the north. So again, if you're under the gun in Bermuda, even though they've been used to this, you still want to be aware of these storms. These are still dangerous, and it still could dump a lot of rain and heavy storm surge and strong winds along with this. This will be like a tropical storm, a hurricane number like 6 that moved into their area. Now for us, we don't have to worry about that in our area. We just got to worry about some thunderstorms. Again, we picked up quite a bit of rain with this today, but the biggest thing is going to be the temperatures. We're going to be well above average when it comes to our temperatures. But as we go through this weekend, we're going to have a cold front come through the area, and well, our temperatures are going to take a hit. We could be talking about some snow, guys, next week. Nothing major, just enough to maybe just put some grassy surfaces, but not enough to really make any major accumulation. The ground's just too warm, so we won't have to worry about that. But again, that's still a couple days out, so I'll keep you posted on that as we go forward. Now, high temperature, well, again, we just updated. It was 61 at first. 61 degrees, I'm going to say around 60 degrees was our high temperature today. 83 was the record high back in 1963, but look at the record low for this date, 19, and that occurred back in 1972. Temperatures certainly were much warmer than they were 24 hours ago. Look at tide-wise, they were 21 degrees warmer than 24 hours ago. 12 in Alpena, 12 in Roger City, 14 in Osceola, 15 in Onaway. West Branch was at 17 degrees warmer than 24 hours ago. And our temperatures I expect to hold steady as we go through the overnight hours, as we go stay in the upper 50s to lower 60s in the majority of our viewing areas. Now, look at the next 5 days. We're talking about temperatures going to be staying well into the 60s, even approaching 70 in some spots, until we get to Friday night when we're going to get a disturbance. That's going to knock our temperatures down, and along with that, we're going to see rain chances. Now, look at next week. Next week, we're talking about well below average temperatures. And these darker blues indicate that as well. The darker the blues, the higher probability that we're going to see well below average temperatures. And this is going to go into November the 2nd. So again, we're going to go from well above average temperatures to below average temperatures. We could be talking about, again, some possible flurries in the forecast. Now, one of the biggest differences will be the winds. The winds are coming out of the southwest, right? It should be like that as we go through your day. Briefly turn around to the northwest on your Thursday, rely on a little bit of cooler air, but then the biggest story will be this weekend. That's when the winds are going to turn around to the northwest, and our temperatures are going to take a big dive along with that. So be prepared for that going forward. And again, it's associated with this cold front. Not this cold front. This one's going to move up to the north. But we're going to have these rain chances that's going to ride along this area. It's like almost like a ring of fire. Rain chances of firing over the same areas over and over again. That's how this is. But this cold front is going to put an end to all that, and that's going to bring much colder air into our region. condition. Even so, snow cannot be ruled out in some of these areas. As you know, it's behind all this, we're seeing snow. And yes, not in our area particularly, but it can be a few spotty snow showers could erupt in our area, especially as we go through early next week. So yes, the rain chances will be with us as we go through the next 3 days. And of course, tonight, well, I'm going to see those chances of thunderstorms in the area. Lows are going to hang around the upper 50s to low 60s, as I just mentioned a few moments ago. 59 in Rising City, 56 in Alpena, 59 in Osceola, 59 in Tahoe, 60 in Mile, 59 in Atlanta. Tomorrow, well, it's going to be the winds are going to begin to pick up once again. Showers, even a few thunderstorms cannot be ruled out, with high temperatures in the 60s, 64. For Rising City, I forecast about 68, 69 for Alpena, 65 for Osceola, 64 for Tawas, 64 for Atlanta, and same thing for Onaway. Now, 7-day forecast, well, our forecast is 67, not 68. Pardon me for that. But still well below average for this time of year. Look at the overnight low for Thursday, 60 degrees, 60 degrees, guys. That cold front going to pass through the area late on our Friday, and our temperatures will begin to really fall off. Because look at on Saturday here, guys. We're going to be only at 45 degrees for a high temperature. 45 degrees. Look at the overnight lows as we go further along. 35, 30, 29. And look at our high temperatures. 39 on Monday, 37 on Tuesday, snow chances on Monday and Tuesday. Even some models indicates that Sunday night we could see some snow. So I'll keep you aware of that as we go forward. Well, this has been WBKB Meteorologist Ryan Crump. I hope you all have a great evening.